What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Is this a person or I'm gonna say it's a group. I'm pretty sure it's a group. Making their debut on the channel tonight. We have, I hope I pronounced this right, Ekoh x Low Spirit. Yes, indeed. How about that? Ekoh x Low Spirit making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Trey X Cooper. And Trey X Cooper wanted to see me react to this. It is Ekoh x Low Spirit with a tune called Hello Loneliness. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second. Yeah, this sounds familiar. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Ekoh. Okay, so half of Ekoh and Low Spirit, I guess. And the video has 207,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Ekoh x Low Spirit, Hello Loneliness, official video. Wah, wah, wah.
Absolutely,
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of Ekoh's official page. So, yeah, there's that. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it, all right? All I'm going to say is we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Goodbye, happiness. Yeah. Hello, loneliness. I feel you coming back to take a hold again. My oldest friend. I wish you didn't come around so often. Steal my happiness and leave me alone again. I wish somebody told me life was unkind before my worst moments opened my eyes. I try to hold on, hold my head high, but every day cuts me like a new knife. I can't be happy living life on my knees, paying every doctor not to fix my disease. I hate to talk about what's bothering me, 'cause no comfort ever comforts me. So goodbye, happiness. Leaving this room, I can feel it, it's getting hard just to be breathing again. Loneliness showing up here to remind me of all of the things I know we could have been. Taking a hold, I wish I wasn't broken with all this abandonment weighing me down. When things are going good, I just wait for you to ruin it all and then come around. So that darkness hold me tight, won't you let me go? I'm sick of always feeling broken hearted and alone.
let's pause there. Is there anything wrong with this? Depends on your point of view. From a songwriting standpoint, chordal progression standpoint, melodic line standpoint, notational, instrumentation, I got no problem with this. The vocals are very, very heavily Pro Tooled. There's a lot happening between the layering, the redoubling, the layering, the very subtle effect usage, and the auto-tunage. It sounds very artificial. Very artificial. Like if I wasn't watching a video, if this was just an audio track, no video, no picture, no nothing, just a let's just say just some picture of a painting or something like that as the visual, an argument could be made that those are AI vocals. That's how heavily processed their vocals are. Now, I can only assume that they're doing this on purpose. Why? That I cannot answer. I have no answer for that whatsoever. They're so processed, though, that they sound computer generated. So I'm not entirely thrilled with that. And to be perfectly honest, looking at it objectively, I'm honestly not that impressed by it either. Not from a vocal performance standpoint. From an engineering standpoint, I mean, they did a fine job doing what they did. I just don't know why.
Why?
That's my question, is the why.
Why?
Why did they have the vocals go through so many processes? So much scrubbing, so much redoubling, so many effects, subtle effects, but effects nonetheless. So much auto-tune. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know why. They must be doing it on purpose to get this specific sound. Now, why they did that, why they chose to do that, I do not have an answer. I wish I did. I wish I understood why, because I don't. Why would you? I mean, for all I know, these guys can sing really well. They might be able to, but I don't know, because all I'm hearing right now is the auto-tune and the redoubling and the effects. And I don't get it. I do not get it. I wish I did. I really do. I really wish I had an answer for you. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's finish this out.
Just wait for you to room in the darling and come around, so that darkness hold me tight. Once you let me go, I'm sick of always feeling broken hearted and alone. I said I'd be okay, just wait to fall in love. You'll see that everything you're thinking will be different, but the first girl I ever loved in my life, I never told, and then she overdosed and she died. You said that talking about it helps to comfort the mind, but nothing ever comforts mine. So goodbye happiness, hello loneliness. Really coming back to take a hold again. My oldest friends, I wish you didn't come around so often to steal my everything and leave me alone again. I'm really coming back to take a hold of me, to make me say goodbye, goodbye. I wish somebody told me life was unkind before the worst moments open my eyes. I try to hold my head high, but every day sing out goodbye happiness.
And notice the switch to a double time there.
I feel you coming back to take a hold again. My oldest friend, I wish you didn't come around so often.
Yeah, I caught the double time there towards the end. About like the last 15, 20 seconds. It switched from a tempo of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We switched from that to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I caught it. I did catch it. It was subtle. I almost missed it. But is that enough? I don't think so. I don't think it's enough to impress me. Not taking everything else into account. I'll think about it. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me see what I can come up with for this. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Ekoh X Low Spirit with a tune entitled Hello Loneliness. This was a request from Trey X Cooper. I honestly have more questions than answers. I really do. We're going to talk about everything, I promise. But let's start with the score first, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, based on what I heard, I'm going to give that a 6.4. Yep, 6.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first. A 6.4, what does that mean? Well, a 6.4 would translate to a pretty good skill rating because overall, what I heard was pretty good. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B as in boy, B- letter grade. Yes, a B-. Let that one sink in for just a second. So there you go, a 6.4, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? That's an interesting story, indeed. So glad you asked. What I heard was pleasing to the ear. What I heard sounded good. What I heard flowed well. What I heard made sense for the most part. There's a lot of commercial appeal in what I heard. It's very pleasing to the ear. To some extent, I would even say some of it is soothing. Some of it is very passionate and very empowered. But I do have questions, and this is where we can only go so far with the scoring. I believe that what we heard was, well, maybe not. I mean, with AI the way it is these days, as far as AI has come, there's question marks here. For starters, was this song actually written by individuals? Now, here's the thing. This video was posted on Ekoh's official YouTube page. And I'm assuming one of those two cats that we saw in the video, I'm assuming one of them is Ekoh and one of them is Low Spirit. That's the assumption I'm getting here. So I don't think these individuals are made up. So this song was created by individuals, supposedly. Now, these two individuals also could have punched in all the parameters they need to into AI, and AI could have written this song. That's the kind of world that we live in now. I mean, it really is. So everything that we heard, now I will say the instrumentation, the piano, the piano sounded real. All the strings, no, that was definitely programmed. Guitar parts, definitely programmed. Drum parts, definitely programmed. There's a lot of programming involved. Now, my question is, the programming, was it done by one of these individuals inside of Pro Tools? Did they sit there with Pro Tools and actually, designate these voices to come in at this time on this beat with this note? Or did they take the shortcut and did they let AI do all the work? That I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I can't tell. That's how good AI is becoming. It's frightening. And that leads to my next questioning. The vocals. Now, we see two guys on a screen inside of the context of a music video, but is that really their voices, or again, is that AI? And if it is their voices, then that raises another question. What's up with all the processing? If those are real voices, those are actual, real human voices, why would you go out of your way to make them sound as processed as they sound? Why would you be running them through all these different scrubbers? Why would you be compressing and expanding? Why would you be adding all these subtle little effects like reverb and short reverb to boot? Not even a wet reverb, a very dry reverb. Why would you be running through all of these processes and then doubling and redoubling them to make them sound fuller? But you're going to run them through all these processes that's going to make the voicings sound artificial, and then to add just the cherry on top, you're going to run that all through auto-tune. Not even smoothly, but I mean, it's not integer based auto-tune, but it's definitely auto-tuned without question. So why do that? Why go through all this work to make it sound artificially generated when you can just run it through AI? If that's the effect you're trying to get anyway, why not just do it through AI? I don't understand. I really don't understand why anybody would take a natural vocal line and put it through so much effect and so much processing, auto-tune and doubling and redoubling and scrubbing and everything else to make it sound artificial. I have no idea. I really have no clue. It would be really interesting to see these two perform live. It would be okay. I'll tell you this: if I were to see them perform this song in a live setting, I think I don't know if all of my questions would be answered, but I can guarantee you at least half of my questions would be answered. At least half, maybe probably more, but at least half of my questions would get a solid answer. Because right now I am really, really confused. I have more questions than I have answers for sure. All I know is what we heard was pleasing to the ear. It was well constructed. It did sound pretty smooth. I like the ups and downs within the song, the dips, from a dynamic standpoint, when they were pulling voicings out and then slamming that back in for the maximum effect that they were trying to go for. I did pick up on the double time change, not a double time feel, an actual change in tempo, a double time tempo change. I did pick up on that. It added a little variety to the song for sure. But other than that, I mean, that's really all there is to this song. I mean, there's so many question marks. So as it stands right now, I'm sticking with that 6.4. I think that's exactly where we need to be. So, and I know there's going to be people who are going to be making the claims that they know for a fact that that's actually two people singing. They know this for sure. How do you know? Were you there when they recorded this song? Were you in the studio? Were you in the engineer's booth? No? Well, then you don't know for sure, do you? You know, I'm sorry, but there's just a ton of question marks. So 6.4, I feel good about that score as things stand right now. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.4, which is a pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.